Yo, what's good execs? It's your boy Trey Cooper, and today we're kicking off a video series of something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. And if you've been rocking with me for a while, you already know, and you just started following me and subscribed. I've been trading and I've been investing, and I do a lot, but what I mainly focused on when I first started was investing. And back in 2018, I started with $5, and that was pretty much it. I literally went back to my Acorns statement from when I first started, and my first deposit was $5. So $5, I had Wi-Fi, and at the time I was in college. I just like my freshman year of college, and I really started like just kind of trading. And I was working at AutoZone at the time, so you know how my little AutoZone checks, I was just putting a little bit of money aside and just kind of getting to it. So I opened my first Acorns account back in 2018. Didn't really know what I was doing, just kind of wanted to get into investing. And from back when in high school, I already knew about investing a little bit. We played the little stock game in economics, and it was cool. And I was like, all right, cool, I want to kind of get more into this, but didn't really, know what to do or kind of how to start up. And I know a lot of people are in that same place. Like, they know what stocks are, they see about it every day in the news, but they don't really know how to take that first step and what to do. A lot of people always ask, oh, how much do I need to get started? What do I need to do? You really could just start with $1 and a Robinhood account, really. Not a sponsorship to Robinhood or anything like that. I personally do use Robinhood, and I use Charles Schwab for my other long-term account. And then I have Fidelity for my Roth and a Vanguard for my Roth. But do your own research. There's a lot of brokerages out there that you could trade on, and I'd recommend just starting with just getting a long term and starting to invest that way. Don't start with getting crazy and start to try to day trade or trade options, look into crypto if you're not really that experienced yet. My first real stock that I got when I opened up my Robinhood, I think, was Ford, that Robinhood just gave to me from just opening up my account. I just had a Ford stock. I was like, okay, cool. Wasn't anything sexy, but I mean, I already knew what Ford was. You see them all the time on the road. It's a good, solid company. It's actually like one of the first companies, really, back in America. Henry Ford invented the assembly line and a 5-day work week. Thanks. Shout out to him. That's why people gotta work 5 days a week. Anyways, as time went on, I kind of learned more and more just by watching YouTube videos and kind of just going down that rabbit hole, watching the stock market every day, and really just kind of being tapped into the news with everything that's going on. When I really started getting really into it, I would probably say the summer of 2019, and I started watching the stock market live on YouTube. This guy named Josh, he really broke it down. Shout out to the cult. It's been, a good time. Made a lot of money, and it's been cool. But really just kind of doing my research that way. So I watched a lot of videos, joined communities, probably the same thing that if you're looking to get into investing, what you're doing now. So if you're looking to get into trading and investing to make a lot of money, the odds are you probably won't. And it's not saying that like you won't make money, but you'll probably lose a lot of money before you start to make money. Or, you could hit it big and just get a lot of money on the first try, but you won't know how to maintain it and keep it. Sometimes, I've been up 2K on a day, and the next day down 3. Things just happen. Stocks go up and they go down. But I never stopped showing up. So those $5 that I invested back in 2018, slowly over time, after investing a little bit each time, and that compound interest and other things like, playing options and things like that, I grew my account to over 20K. And I don't say that to flex, but just to show you that consistency and discipline really could go a long way. Now, it took like over 5 years, from 2018 to about now, and I don't have my Acorns account now. This was in my Robinhood account. But from then to now, holding on a scale of about, I want to say 5 to 10 years is the optimal time frame to kind of judge and see that long-term growth starting to accumulate and compound. So this is just episode 1 of a longer series that I'm planning on doing. I want to take you guys through my full journey of how I started investing, what are the things I did, wins and losses, and also how you guys can get started as well with information to look up, what apps and what platforms to use. I just want to take you through the full journey. I'm not looking to sell a course. I don't have anything to sell. It's just free game to me, or free game for you guys that I'm giving. A lot of people, they hit me up and like, hey, you know, the market's been crazy. It's been, you know, this and that. What stock should I invest in? Or, oh, you know, this is happening. What should I invest in? I get a lot of questions like that. What should I invest in? What stocks? Or, oh, what do you think about this? So just making a full video on kind of getting into it of how I started building up those credentials, as well as giving value and information for you guys to use in your day-to-day lives. So if you ever wanted to get into stocks or trading, stick with me. Like, comment, and subscribe, and come along with me on this journey on how I started my investing journey and where I'm at today. Comment what stocks you're currently looking at now and what you think that my next video should be about on this investing journey. Episode 2, I might talk about how I made my first 1K day and where I went from there. But you already know the motto: stay locked in, stay invested, and stay starving.